The Wicked Witch and the Small Boy. In the heart of a peaceful village called Noma, there lived a wicked witch named Morlinda. She wore a cloak as black as midnight and had eyes like burning coals. Though she looked like a harmless old woman, everyone in the village knew better. Crops withered when she walked by. Babies cried at her presence. And if someone dared cross her, they'd find their chickens vanished or their roof collapsed by morning. The villagers were terrified, but they couldn't chase her out. Morlinda had cursed the land, and if anyone lifted a finger against her, they'd be turned into frogs, or worse. But one day, a small boy named Tayo arrived in the village. He had no family, only a tiny wooden sword and a satchel of bread. He wasn't afraid of witches, for he didn't believe in such things. Witches are just grumpy old people who need a nap, he'd say with a shrug. When Tayo heard about Morlinda, he decided to visit her. The villagers gasped in horror, pleading with him to stay away. But the boy smiled and marched up the hill to the dark cottage where Morlinda lived. The witch was brewing something awful in her cauldron when he knocked. "What do you want, brat?" she hissed. "I came to tell you that you're not very nice," Tayo replied, "and I don't think you should live here anymore." Morlinda cackled, lifting her bony fingers to cast a spell. But just as she shouted her curse, Tayo raised his wooden sword and shouted louder, "Stop it!" And to everyone's surprise, it worked. The witch froze. Her magic fizzled in the air. "What did you do?" she stammered. "I don't know," Tayo admitted. "But maybe your magic doesn't work on someone who isn't afraid." The villagers watched from below as a great wind blew through the hills. Morlinda shrieked and shrank into a puff of smoke, leaving only her black hat behind. From that day forward, the village of Noma was free. Flowers grew again, children laughed, and the skies stayed bright. And Tayo, he was made the village's guardian of courage, a title he accepted with a mouthful of bread and a big, happy smile.